All right, very good morning out there to the fans in YouTube land. It's Captain Habs here with you once again with another ATC stream coming to you live today from Toronto Center. Got a couple of hours here this morning. It's lined up on live ATC here on VATSIM. If you guys are out there and you want to do some flying, want to get some ATC, come on down to Toronto Center. One way in, out, any of the airports, controlled, uncontrolled. I don't care. Just come on out and have some fun. As always, it's a little bit quiet here to start right now. We had one airplane check in already, just in the time it took me to get this stream fired up. He's already checked in there, Mr. Kanjet 1043 heading eastbound. Everything else is pretty much pretty quiet at this point. He is going to Campbellford and then joining the ABS to arrival. Okay. Yeah, right now it's otherwise pretty quiet here in Toronto. There's a couple of airplanes crossing through our airspace. There's one airplane that's just circling around the airport at 30,000 feet. Obviously, somebody walked away from their computer and forgot to turn on pause at top of drop, and it's just circling endlessly now until it runs out of gas over here. And he's not even going down, so it's just the airplane is just flying the star. Flying the end of the star, doing something I don't even know what it's doing anymore.
Toronto Centre, very good day to you. Manson Air 2104, flight level 380 towards Bobta.
Manson Air 2104, Toronto Centre, good morning. Squawk code 0501.
Squawk 0501, Manson Air 2104.
Manston Air, and almost everyone usually has their call sign here in their remarks, so this one's Manston Air, not Manson Air. It's not a serial killer airline. There we go. Got the right code in there, and once it gets the right code in there, the computer system automatically correlates the target, which means it links the target with its correct call sign once you got the correct squawk code in there. So, Manston Air 2104, thank you. Identified flight level 380, continue on course.
Continue on course, Manson Air 2104.
And looks like after Bobta, it's direct to Hamilton, NDB, and then the Erie VOR. We got another one here as well. So we got a couple here. Toronto's a place that, especially if someone logs on, it tends to get busy fairly quickly. We do have another inbound flight from the east. Huh, interesting. I did not notice this before, but I'm just having a quick glance at my VATSPI, and one thing that's new on VATSPI that was never there before is VATSIM pilot ratings are now listed on VATSPI. Most of which say no pilot rating, no pilot rating, no pilot rating. I'm curious to find somebody who actually has a pilot rating. I got my pilot rating, but that was easy. All I had to do was send in a copy of my actual license. Nobody online on a Sunday morning has a pilot rating. Nobody. No pilot rating, no pilot rating, no pilot rating. It's also possible it's not working properly. It could be a placeholder for the future. Funny. Pilot rating. Yep. It seems like it's something they're trying to do for the future anyways. So it looks like Etihad has maybe entered a hold over the end of his star and is just holding endlessly until the guy comes back to the computer, hopefully at some point soon. I'll try not to complain too much because I've done it myself at some point in my life. I have, at some point in my life, I have, left an airplane flying and forgotten to engage the pause at top drop. More than once I've done that and come back and you're like, oh, look, we're right over our destination and we're still at 30,000 feet. Oh. So yeah, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna complain, I'm not gonna criticize because I've done it before as well.
Toronto, good morning. Jamaica 2107, information Sierra on the ground at Pearson requesting IFR clearance to Kingston.
Jamaica 2107, Toronto, good morning. You're cleared to Kingston via the Beats 2 departure era transition flight plan route. Departure runway is 06 left and your squawk code is 0554.
Clear to Kingston via the Beach 2 departure, air transition, expecting runway 6 left, and squawk 0554, Jamaica 2107.
Jamaica 2107, your readback's all correct. Push and start at your discretion. Call ready for taxi. Information Sierra is current.
Roger, we'll call when ready for taxi, Jamaica 2107.
Alright, well, we got one departure lining up anyways, getting ready to go here. Unfortunately, it's not particularly busy, but this is the way it always happens on these live streams as well, especially if you log in earlier in the day, which I tend to do. It tends to be quiet until people have seen that you're there for a little while, so I'm just waiting for somebody to... I'm just waiting for... just waiting for a little bit of traffic to build, so now that I'm actually here, hopefully it'll build over the next little while. Wonder how long before this Etihad guy notices that he's not paused. Or that he's not disconnected from the network, too. That's the other thing, too. One day, supervisors are going to start watching my stream and kicking people off just when they see them hanging out here and not doing anything. Somebody rented my airplane in FS Economy. There you go. Made me a little bit of money on the side. It's okay. No longer is the airplane where I left it, but that's okay. Let's see if there's anything lucrative at this airport. Nothing particularly lucrative. Few different flights. There's one really lucrative flight, but you got to take 8,400 kilos of cargo in one go. It's not going to fit inside my TBM, so I'll try this guy one more time here. Not a whole lot happening yet. We got this Rouge flight as well. It's going to enter our airspace soon, right near Magno. Transition right across past Wawa over to Thunder Bay on his way to Seattle. Assuming he probably left from Montreal, so he's probably more... Yeah, he left Montreal, so he's probably more more likely to be present anyways. He's still in the climb out from Montreal, so he's about to level off at his top of climb. So yeah, so he'll probably be a little bit more present than some of my other airplanes here that are perhaps not so present. That's it. Now we are just waiting for stuff to happen here. So, as always, guys, like if you have any questions or anything that you want to know about, anything about ATC you're curious about, please just let me know. Unfortunately, right now it's quiet. But if you've got a sim and you want to, we got another airplane here. If you got a sim and you want to boot it up and come join us for some fun, please do. Right now it's pretty quiet. There's not a whole lot happening, but give it half an hour. It's Sunday morning. People are starting to wake up, starting to log on the network. We'll see some stuff build up pretty quickly. There's not a whole lot of ATC in North America yet, so for those people who like to fly North America, there's a few places. There's some ATC down in Philly, And Indianapolis and Memphis also have some ATC, and down in Houston there's a tower as well. So there's a little bit of ATC out there. But Toronto never fails to lure them in too. That's one thing I'll always give Toronto, and that's why, like, if it's really quiet on the network, I'll tend to pick Toronto because it's more likely than a lot of other places in Canada to lure people in. And last call for Toronto Centre was carrier only. Try again, please. And still carrier only. Oh, still no joy. Request out of the cockpit for 10 minutes. Then why did you log out of the network if you're going to be away from the cockpit anyways? I find that amusing.
Hello, First Center, and go on 001 with Houston, 250 San Johnson Metro.
And sorry, I missed the call sign, but Delta Tango Alpha 001, squawk code 0571, and confirm your altitude.
250, squawk 0571.
There we go, we got it figured out.
Go on 01, let's go for 10 minutes, let's
Delta Tango Alpha 001, thanks. You're identified flight level 250. Sorry, you wanted to step away for a few minutes?
Yeah, I'm stabilized now. I'm stabilized now.
Delta Tango Alpha 001, you can step out of the flight deck for 10 minutes if you like. Just let me know when you are back. That is not a good mic. There's a lot of distortion there. But I find that if you, like, why would you log onto the network to only immediately then step away? You know, why would you just not remain logged off the network? I find that a funny, I don't know, I just find that a funny thing to do, right? If you want to be away, you can continue to just remain offline for another minute or so, or 5 minutes, or however long, and then you don't have to worry about it. So why would you log onto the network just to say, hey, I'm going to step away for 10 minutes? If you're already on the network, of course, I get it, and by all means step away. If you've got something to do, by all means, but that just seems a little funny. Anyways, who am I to judge other people? Alright, so we got a couple of airplanes in our airspace. That Manson Air is on their way to Cleveland. They should probably be stepping down soon, but it looks like we lost the one that we were talking to, and the one that we're not talking to is the one that's still here now. So, and then the Etihad's still circling around endlessly. Send him another attempt to contact me here. Just keep spamming him with contact me's until he actually gets through. Rouge 202, Toronto Centre, are you here?
Toronto Centre, Rouge 202. I was just about to call you, actually. Flight level 380 to Magno.
They say great minds think alike. Rouge 202, squawk it in.
My father used to say, fools seldom differ, but I like yours better.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with mine. I don't see the ident in there. And Rouge 202, I didn't catch the ident. Can you ident one more time for me? Rouge 202, there it is. Thank you very much. You're identified. Flight level 380. And proceed direct Wawa, Yankee X-Ray Zulu.
Direct Yankee X-Ray Zulu, Rouge 202.
Good old Wawa. Canjet 10:43. He's on the way to. Oh, he's on the way to Montreal. Well, anyways, he probably will want to start down soon. But CanJet 10:43 heavy. You're about to leave my airspace to the east. Thank you for checking in. Your radar service terminates. Switch to Unicom 22.8 and have a good rest of the day.
Roger on the rest of the day. Have a good Easter, and we'll continue on this filed and freight trains approved. We're going to go to 122 decimal 8.
G'day.
Toronto Centre, good afternoon. Manston Air 1604 with you, level 380.
And Manston Air 1604. Still morning here in Toronto. Squawk 0503. Good morning.
0503 on the squawk, Manston Air 1604.
I don't care. I don't really care that much at the end of the day. I get it that people are flying in from different time zones, so sometimes people are mentally doing the math over what time zone am I in? Is it morning? Is it evening? Because I can't see the sun. So it really is okay. So he's got this squawk code there, 0503, but because he's so far ahead of where his scheduled time is, the computer didn't automatically link him together, so I've got to do it manually. Manson 1604, thank you. You're identified, flight level 380.
1604.
Unfortunately, he's going to be leaving my airspace in about 1 minute. Always the way, right? This guy's going to where? That's going to St. John's. It's a long way to go in a Dash 8. And then we got this guy coming in from the northwest, so let's get him up on the radio. Still no word from the Etihad, endlessly circling Toronto. Fortunately, he's very high altitude, so it's not much of an issue. It's not like he descended and he's in the middle of my arrival airspace. He's way above where everybody else is, so at this point, he could circle around there all day until he falls out of the sky. It doesn't really make too much of a difference to me. I don't want him to fall out of the sky by any means, but he's not. The biggest thing to me is that he's not causing an obstruction to anybody else's enjoyment of the network, and that's always, to me, is one of the biggest things. James T, good morning. How are you? Thanks for joining on the stream. And if you have any questions or anything you want to ask, happy Easter. Thank you. Same to you. If you have anything you want to ask about ATC on VATSIM, feel free to ask. It's really a nice quiet period now, so it's a perfect time to have discussions right now because we have a few airplanes, but it's not overwhelmingly busy at this point in time. But we're hoping to build that up over time. Usually this is the time in the morning where if you are online, things start to build up kind of quickly. Depends on the exact day and exactly what's happening, but things tend to build up fairly quickly as people start waking up.
Toronto, good day, Giant 5756 heavy, flight level 350.
Giant 5756 heavy, Toronto Centre, good morning. Squawk code 0524.
0524, Giant 5756.
And Manston 1604. Unfortunately, you've just left my airspace now to the south, so your radar service terminates again. Back to Unicom 22.8. Have a good rest of the day. We'll see you next time.
Back over to Unicom 122.8, not a problem. Have yourself a great day and a happy Easter, Manston Air 1604. Goodbye.
Thanks. Happy Easter. Alright, so there's the 0524 on his squawk code, and we just have to correlate him. We can correlate him back to his predicted tag there. Giant 5756 heavy, thank you. Identified, flight level 350. Welcome. So we gain one, we lose one. It's fine. We got another one inbound here. I wonder if this guy's inbound to Toronto, maybe. Could this be Cargolux? That's probably Cargolux. No, he's inbound to Montreal. That's fine. Still got to fly through our airspace at some point. And then there's this guy here. ETD is Etihad. It's an Ethiopian. That's what he is. Ethiopia 944. And he's actually coming to Toronto, so we will have an arrival in Toronto sooner than later. So we got a few things going on here. Not terribly busy. But we'll just keep on sticking with it. It's busier than probably most of the other airspaces. The only other airspace that I thought about logging in this morning was Montreal, which also has quite a few arrivals and departures right now. So it's sort of splitting the difference. Toronto's the one I tend to default to when I don't see a whole lot of traffic anywhere. But I do like to try and spread the controlling around to different parts of Canada. I think it's interesting to see different parts of Canada. Provides interesting variety and provides service just better service to a variety of airplanes as well. So, you know, when I try to pick a place to log on and provide service, I try to pick a bunch of different. I don't try to pick a bunch of different places, but I try to rotate through the various positions that I'm certified for, and I try to, you know, I try to provide service where I think it's going to provide the most benefit to the most number of people on the network. So if I see a particular area is looking busy, then I will focus on that area. But if it's not looking busy anywhere in particular, then I'll, again, I default back to Toronto just because it tends to be the busiest place in Canada. So it's most likely gonna need the service. But I try not to be, you know, it's not the only reason why I make that choice anyways. So I look around, I see what's out there, I see where the need is, and I try to fill the need as best I can anyways. The other thing, of course, I'd look at as well, if there was any other ATC online, I'd look at try not to overlap too much with other ATC. Try to provide coverage across the widest area possible, but in this case, I think I'm the only person online. Yeah, I'm the only person online in Canada here, so it's not making much of a difference which one I choose. So if anybody out there is watching and you think it's a boring stream, please log in and do something, and we'll try to make it a little bit less boring. There's just not much going on right now, not much deconfliction required, but again, I'm hopeful. It's still early in the morning on a Sunday. Lots of people off work, lots of people looking for something to do this morning, and so as long as we're here offering the service, I feel like we'll get the traffic sooner than later probably here. For those of you that didn't catch my last live stream, I did when did I do it? I did it on Friday, I guess. I did it 2 days ago. The first part of it is gonna be released on the YouTube channel this morning, and the second part will probably release tomorrow morning. We did a pilot's live stream, which I hadn't done in about 2 weeks, but things kind of got a little challenging in the last week or so. Mostly just a personal thing, but what used to be my normal predictable schedule, as such as it is lately, suddenly took a big shift. So the predictability of my ability to live stream kind of went out the window. But I know that a couple people have been hoping for a little while for a way to know when the live streams are coming up.
And Center Jamaica 2107 Heavy. We are ready for taxi with Sierra. We'll be holding short of Alpha via Alpha Kilo.
Air Jamaica 2107, thank you. Information is Sierra, runway 06 left, and the altimeter 3016. Taxi out Alpha Kilo, Bravo, and Delta. Cross runway 33 right to hold short of 06 left.
Roger, Alpha Kilo, Bravo, Delta, cross 33 right and hold short of 06 left for Jamaica 2107.
I got you. Oh, we got another one. We got a live one here. Oh, somebody's doing something interesting. Elliott Lake departure. Going to Kilo Charlie Echo Alpha. I do not know what Kilo Charlie Echo Alpha is. I do have... Do I have weather for Elliott Lake? I don't think I do I? No, I think Sudbury is the closest. So now I have to work a little bit here. Elliott Lake... It's pretty much equidistant between Sudbury and Sault Ste. Marie. Although it is closer to Gore Bay, which I believe I have weather for. Ironically,
Center, good morning. It's Foxtrot India Kilo Mike on the ground at Elliott Lake.
Foxtrot India Kilo Mike Toronto, good morning. I just looking at your flight plan here, and closest weather I have for Elliott Lake is Gore Bay, where the winds are showing variable at 2 and altimeter 3019er. What runway are you looking for departure today?
I would like to take the intersection off 12, and we'll be ready to depart in about 4 minutes.
Foxtrot any Kilo Maker Roger, you're cleared to your destination via your flight plan route. Depart runway 12, climb on course, maintain 5000 initially, and squawk code 0546. Your clearance is valid now, cancelled if not airborne by 1415 Zulu.
It's a clear source scale, Mike to Cessna flight plan route off runway 12, squawk 0546, and I'm sorry, what was the clearance void time again?
Indy Kilo Mike, clearance void if not airborne by 1415 Zulu, 1415.
And clearance void not airborne by 1415 for Indy Kilo Mike.
India Kilo Mike, your readback is all correct. You can switch to Unicom 228 for the departure advisories. Give me a call this frequency once you're airborne.
Alright, we'll switch over to Unicom and we'll give you a call airborne. You streaming?
Affirm.
Alright, we'll have to log on.
Thank you.
Toronto, good day, Carlos 8250, level 370.
Cargo Lux 8250, Toronto Center, good morning. Squawk code 0572.
0572, Cargo Lux 8250.
Toronto Center, Southwest 2165, with you, flight level 390, coming from the west.
Southwest 2165?
Toronto Center, Southwest 2065.
And Southwest 2165, I believe I see you there. Just stand by 1 second here. Let me find you my list. I'm pretty sure he's not going through our airspace at all, but I'm just going to double check here. Yeah. And Southwest 2165, based on your flight plan, you're not going to pass through my airspace at all. So you can remain on Unicom 228 and enjoy the rest of your Easter. We'll see you next time.
All right, we'll remember to Unicom 22, thanks.
All right, now things are getting a little busier, and I think he squawked ident. Unfortunately, when things get busy, it gets a little challenging sometimes to do various things at the same time. Okay, there he is. Yeah, he did it. Okay, perfect. Cargo Lux 8250, thank you. You're identified flight level 370. Continue on course.
Continue, Cargo Lux 8250.
Thanks. Identified. Info Sierra, ILS 06 left. Alright, so now we've got him 06 left. Yep. Delta Tango Alpha 001, are you back? Nope. Apparently not. Okay, so let's check Cargo Lux. Cargo Lux 8250 Heavy. Proceed direct Miglo.
Direct Miglo, Cargo Lux 8250, thank you.
Giant 5756 Heavy, you've left my airspace to the south now. Your radar service terminates. Switch to Unicom 228 and have a good rest of the day.
Unicom 128, thank you for service. Bye bye, Giant 5756.
And good morning, Chumma Chance. I was just talking about that about 5 minutes ago. Interesting it is that everyone's obviously flying in their own home time zone, and this network links people together in very, very diverse set of time zones. So sometimes you'll log on and you'll be flying and you won't even necessarily had the one person who said good afternoon, and it's like, well, technically it's morning still in Toronto, but I get it. Everyone, especially because you don't necessarily have to sync your sim time to real time, so you don't necessarily look out the window and all you know is it's daytime. It's not night, it's daytime, but if you're flying half a world away from where you live, it's hard to perceive what time it is there sometimes. You're just sort of making an educated guess. Alright, this guy's leaving my airspace to the east, but he is not yet back on the flight deck, so he's just going to stay there, and I still have Etihad 1549 circling at 30,000 feet above Toronto, endlessly. This guy's going to really kick himself when he comes back. He didn't even come that far. He came from Boston. Why is he away from the flight deck for so long? I assume I assume he came from the Middle East and he's been in the air for 20 hours or 15 hours or whatever. He came from Boston. Why? How are you away from the flight deck for so long that you're not aware that you're circling over destination?
Jamaica 2107, we're going to disconnect to try to rectify a technical problem.
Okay, Air Jamaica 2107, no problem. Just let me know when you're back, so I'll see you ready to taxi there. You're the only one I've got on the ground in Toronto right now.
Roger, we'll do Jamaica 2107.
Thank you.
3,500,
Foxtrot India Kilo Mike Toronto Center Squawk Cadet. Foxtrot India Kilo Mike, thank you. You're identified climbing through 2,700. Climb flight level 200. Proceed on course.
Level 200 on course, India Kilo Mike.
Toronto Center, good morning. It's Air Canada 015 Heavy. We're 174. Information Sierra requesting IFR to Hong Kong.
Air Canada 15, just stand by one moment. Okay, so he came back. I don't remember ever hearing him say that he was back, but he said he was back, so now I'm releasing him over to Unicom. And, alright. So
Thank you, West Region,
okay, now we're getting lots of planes logged in here. It doesn't take long. Boy, it doesn't take long for it to build up. Air Canada 015, Toronto, good morning. You're cleared to Hong Kong via the Iklan 2 departure, Tony transition, and flight plan route. Departure runway is 06 left, squawk code 0516.
Air Canada 15 Heavy is cleared Hong Kong via the Iklan to departure Tony transition. Flight plan route, plan 06 left, squawk 0516.
Air Canada 015, your readback's all correct. Information is Sierra. Pushback and start up to your discretion and call ready for taxi.
Okay, we'll call ready for taxi. Would you like us nose north or south?
Air Canada 015, he knows to the south would probably be easier.
Okay, we'll push back north south and call for taxi. Air Canada 015 Heavy.
Thank you. Alright, so we got 2 departures from up north. Nice. This is turning into a little bit of an interesting session here with not just everybody in and out of Toronto, but we got a North Bay departure here. Going to Toronto, North Bay Amoeba. He doesn't have a star. We'll inquire about that when he's en route. We'll give him a squawk code. I don't know what runway he wants to use, but I should probably pull up the North Bay weather so I'm ready when he calls. There it is, winds are 250 at 3. And we've got another Jazz flight here in Timmins. So let's pull up the Timmins weather. So we got that ready. Urcum in the Duvos 3. That is not correct. He should be on the Boxum arrival. So we'll have to correct that when he calls us up here. He's flying a CRJ, and I think the problem is that he's flying a CRJ on a route that normally would be flown by a Dash 8, so he looked for the route in the system and found the Dash 8 route, but he's actually flying a CRJ. So he's going to need to change that. Because I'm pretty sure we're not looking for the Duvos arrival, we're looking for the Boxum arrival. Exactly, okay, yep. We could deal with that, He's got 270. Yeah, it's more or less an eastbound flight. Yeah, just barely. Just barely an eastbound flight, and then this one is definitely a westbound flight more. Okay. We got it. One of the keys to this, too, is being ahead of time. Hey, Lucas. Rouge 202, welcome aboard. Unfortunately, I don't have much to say to you today. There you are. Just sailing through our airspace. I gave you the best I could give you, which is direct to Wawa. But, yeah, otherwise not too much going on up north. But actually, that's not true, because I do have one guy on the ground in Timmins here, one guy on the ground in North Bay.
Toronto Center, good morning, Jazz 848, parking position gate 4 here, North Bay Terminal, looking for FI clearance to Toronto, flight plan as filed.
Jazz 848 Toronto, good morning. You're cleared to Toronto Actually, before I give you this, sorry. What runway are you looking for departure in North Bay? I've got winds right now showing 260 at 3 knots and altimeter 3013.
Roger. I think 26 would be good for departure for Canada, or sorry, Jazz 848.
Jazz 848, Roger. Jazz 848, Roger. You can, you're clear to Toronto via the North Bay 2 departure and flight plan route. Depart runway 26, squawk code 0551. Your clearance is valid now. Void if not airborne by 1420 Zulu.
Okay, just want to be the North Bay 2 departure, flight plan route taking off 26, and I've got 0551 in the box, and clearance void if not taken off by 1420 Zulu for Jazz 848.
Jazz 848, your readback is all correct, and you can switch to Unicom 228 for the departure. Give me a call this frequency once you're airborne.
228 for the departure, and airborne with you for Jazz 848.
Toronto Center, good morning. Jazz 282, we're on the ground at Timmins. Request IFR clearance to Toronto.
Jazz 282 Toronto, good morning. Clearance is not quite as filed. You're cleared to Toronto via the, standby one. Jazz 282, before I do that, the winds in Timmins are showing 350 at 5 and the altimeter 3018. What runway were you planning for departure?
Runway 28 for Jazz 282.
Jazz 282, Roger. You're cleared to Toronto via your flight plan route. Depart runway... No, actually, Jazz 282, sorry. I've got to amend it. Jazz 282, you're cleared to Toronto via Timmins, direct Ercom, and then it'll be the Boxum 5 arrival into Toronto. Departure runway 28, climb on course, squawk code 0530. Your clearance is valid now. Cancelled if not airborne by 1425 Zulu.
We're clear to Toronto via the Timmins 5 departure Ercom, and then we pick the Voxum 5 arrival for Toronto. We're squawking 0530, Jazz 282.
Jazz 282, that's all correct. Your clearance is valid now, and just confirm it's cancelled if you're not airborne by 1425 Zulu.
We'll be airborne before that, Jazz 282.
Jazz 282, Roger. Your readback's all correct. Switch to Unicom 228 for the departure, and give me a call this frequency once you're airborne.
Give you a call when we're airborne, Jazz 282, thanks.
Alright, so I got him going down, I got this guy going down, we got all of our departures going here. Oh, we got a second Timmins departure, holy moly. Same deal, same squawk code, so we'll have to deal with that. KCEA, going back to the factory. Oh, you're going for a little bit of maintenance there. Or you're just going to change it, trade it up for a new model. KCEA, I don't know KCEA. I was trying to figure it out, and I'm not familiar with that. Wichita, yeah, absolutely Wichita, of course. I should know that. I should know where the Cessna factory is. Is there a good way to guess which departure to choose, or does SimBrief typically pick the right one? And typically, SimBrief does a good job a lot of the time. The one point where SimBrief usually falls down is that it does not usually differentiate between jet and non-jet SIDs and stars. So if there's a SID or a star that is intended for jets, it doesn't necessarily differentiate between that and non-jets. It's one of the things it doesn't do. So it usually does a pretty good job picking routes, because most of the time it picks routes based on either things that other people have commonly done, which other people hopefully know better. You can't always depend on other people know better, but other routes that have been commonly selected, and real-world routes, which of course...
015 ready for taxi with information Sierra.
Air Canada 015 Toronto. Information in Toronto is Sierra, the altimeter 3016, runway 06 left. Taxi ahead on the apron right on Delta Papa and Delta. Cross runway 33 right, hold short 06 left.
Okay, straight ahead, right turn Delta Papa. Right onto Delta, cross 33 right, hold short 06 left, altimeter 3016, Air Canada 015 heavy.
All right. I just figured it's a little easier for him to just make 2 turns instead of 1, 2, 3, turns to try and make that, especially when you're handling a 777. Try to keep it a little bit easier for the pilots there. Yeah, in general, I think SimBrief does a great job picking routes, but it's not perfect. And that's the one thing where it usually falls down is when it's jets versus non-jets, those kind of SIDS and stars where that's the major differentiation. That's usually where it falls down because that's buried in the notes, but most of the ways that like SIDS are stored in like a database in like SimBrief, they wouldn't be storing any information about whether it's a jet SID or a turboprop SID. It's usually just a list of fixes in their database. So that's the one place where SimBrief often falls down. And for overall, it's a great system. So it's a good starting point. And yeah, you can always have a look at the charts as well yourself. Toronto is a place, like Toronto Pearson is a place where there are different routes for jets and non-jets. So always, I would say, if you're ever flying in and out of Toronto, always check your routing, check the chart check the SID or star that's in your flight plan to see if it matches your type of aircraft. Most other airports don't usually have that, but major airports often will have jet routings versus non-jet routings, and it's because the non-jets usually are considered to be a lot slower that they want them on different routes so that the jets are not running over the non-jets. So they kind of put them usually on kind of parallel routes. I certainly, as a controller, I don't get upset or anything when somebody files the wrong SID or star. It happens all the time. It's totally understandable. If you don't know to look for it, it's not something you would think to look for. You look at it, the route looks good. You can pull it up in your FMS. It's interesting too because like in the real world, oftentimes jet operators, the non-jet SIDs will not be in their databases. They will only have jet SIDs stored in their databases or jet stars stored in their databases because it's irrelevant to have the other ones. Completely irrelevant. So there is no SID for Timmins. That's what I thought. Anywho. Air Canada 015 is a popular flight too. You see that a lot, especially in the mornings. See tons of people who pick up early in the morning and head out to Hong Kong. Okay, so the first one was supposed to be airborne by 1420. He's still got 8 minutes. And, Ethiopian wants to know what's the frequency for the ILS. 1091 sounds correct, but I wouldn't want to quote that, so we're going to look it up really quickly here. ILS zeros left. Yeah, that's correct. He's coming in the triples, or in the Dreamliner, so I wonder if he's flying MSFS. Probably. So Jazz 282 has 7 minutes to get airborne, and then this guy gave... Oh, this guy didn't give anything, actually. It was the guy departing North Bay, and he is... this guy here. Now, we actually have 2 people departing the same airport here, which also creates a bit of a conundrum, because you can't have 2 IFR departures.
Toronto Center, good morning. Jazz 1337 is sitting in Timmins, looking for IFR to Pearson in Toronto. Would prefer runway 21 if possible.
Jazz 1337, Toronto, good morning. Your clearance here is not going to be valid yet, but I can give you the clearance, and you're going to have to wait for a release. How long before you're ready to depart?
Toronto Center, I can wait a bit. Jazz 1337.
Jazz 1337. I've just got a company CRJ also departing Timmins. So Jazz 1337, you're going to be cleared to Toronto via your flight plan. Nope, sorry. Jazz 1337, you're going to be cleared to Toronto via Timmins direct Ercom, and then it'll be the Boxum 5 arrival. You can plan runway 21 for departure, and your squawk code will be 0574. Your clearance is not valid yet. Remain on this frequency, and once I've had the other Jazz flight depart, I'll be able to validate your release.
Okay, so we are cleared via the Ercom, or direct Ercom, and then the Boxum 5 arrival, and squawk 0574. We will wait for until our clearance is valid. Jazz 1337.
Jazz 1337, thank you very much. That readback is all correct, and yeah, you remain on my frequency. Can you see the other Jazz CRJ there, if they're taxiing out yet or not?
Toronto Center, I do not have a visual of that, Jazz 1337.
Okay, Jazz 1337, no problem. Remain on my frequency as soon as I, or at least maintain a listening watch on my frequency. If you can monitor Unicom on your second radio, then you might be able to find out how soon before he's airborne. Once he's airborne and I've identified him, I'll be able to get your release as well.
All right, copy that, Jazz 1337.
Thank you. It's not very often you have two planes departing the same uncontrolled field.
Air Canada 015 Heavy, fully ready.
Air Canada 015 Toronto. Contact me airborne, winds 360 at 6, clear for takeoff, runway 06 left.
Clear takeoff 06 left, Air Canada 015 Heavy.
It's yeah, very rare where you get two airplanes leaving the same uncontrolled airport at the same time, and especially because one filed his flight plan immediately after I cleared the second one, or the second one filed his flight plan immediately after I'd already cleared the first one. I couldn't necessarily delay either one to see who was going to depart first, so I kind of screwed myself in that regard. But it's not something you expect. You don't normally expect to get two departures from the same airport, so it's yeah. It's a little bit funny. I wasn't kind of expecting that, and yeah. But I mean, that's the way it works out in the real life. Except that I just would have said, okay, well, who's going to be ready to depart? Okay, call me when you're taxiing out. If I knew I was going to have two departures at the same time, and then whoever called taxiing first, I'd validate their clearance first. So hopefully this guy departs. He's got another 9 minutes anyways to get off the ground, and then his clearance is no longer valid. But I wasn't totally using proper phraseology there either, just because I need to make it extremely clear exactly what was happening. And I'm not 100% sure, wasn't 100% sure if the second Jazz flight here would understand what I was trying to tell him. So, and it's not that I'm, and I'm not trying to belittle anyone, but it's such an unusual circumstance that I need to make it pretty clear exactly what was going on there. Detroit, Beijing is told to 14 hours. I figure Toronto, Hong Kong will be even longer if they go over the pole. Yeah, I gotta figure it's got to be at least a 14-hour flight. But it's a very popular one, though, on VATSIM. I don't know if it's because they're both... No, because it's the old Kai Tak that I think Fly Tampa has scenery for, I think. But anyways, it's a popular flight. A lot of people like to fly that flight, Toronto to Hong Kong. I don't know why. Maybe just a good use of the 777. I don't know.
Air Canada 015 Heavy, airborne to 1,800.
Air Canada 015 Heavy, Toronto, thank you. Identified, climb 7,000.
Air Canada 015 Heavy.
And Air Canada 015 Heavy. I missed the readback. Climb 7,000.
My apologies, climb 7,000, Air Canada 015 Heavy.
Thank you. Okay, we'll get him turned on course so he's away from the other traffic there. We got people logging on in Toronto as well. The Jazz flight should be airborne very soon here. The Jazz 848, because if he's not, he's going to miss his time. I gave him 14:20, which I thought was quite a bit of time. I think it was almost 20 minutes from when he originally called. Anyways, let's get this guy turned on course. Air Canada 15 Heavy, turn left, direct Tony on course.
Left turn direct Tony on course, Air Canada 015 Heavy.
Okay, we're getting Ethiopian down to 8,000. We're getting him turned on course. Once he's turned on course, and we see he's turned on course, we can get him climbing. We just want to make sure he's away from the SID, or the star, I should say. There he is. Good. Air Canada 15 Heavy, continue climb, flight level 230.
Continue climb 230, Air Canada 015.
We got lots of things happening here now.
Toronto Center, Jazz 282 with you, climbing 3,500 feet, Timmins Airport.
Jazz 282 Toronto, squawk at end, please.
Ident, Jazz 282.
Jazz 282, thank you. You're identified. Continue climb, flight level 270.
climb flight level 270, Jazz 282.
Jazz 282, thank you. And if you're not already, direct Urcom on course.
When ready, direct RCOM on course, Jazz 282.
Jazz 1337, Toronto.
Toronto Center, Jazz 1337, go ahead.
Jazz 1337, the traffic is now airborne. Your release is now valid at this time. Cancelled if not airborne by 1435 Zulu.
We copy that. We'll be airborne shortly, Jazz 1337.
Jazz 1337, thank you. And you can switch to Unicom 2028 for the departure. Give me a call this frequency once you're airborne.
Copy that, Jazz 1337.
Toronto Center, Jazz 848, airborne, climbing 2,843.
Jazz 848, Toronto, good morning. Squawk ident, climb 10, 10,000.
10,000 Air Canada, arts for Jazz 848.
There he goes. Jazz 848, thank you, identified. Alright, stuff is happening here. We got a bunch of people on the ground here now. Let's just check their flight plans before it gets even busier. 06 left for departure, but otherwise his flight plan looks good. Let's give him a squawk code. And he's departing at this time. And Air Canada 1209 as well. He does not have a sit in there. So we'll have to make sure, see if he can do it. Jazz 848 Toronto, turn left direct Amoeba on course.
Left Amoeba on course for Jazz 848.
Air Canada 15 Heavy, climb flight level 310.
Climb flight level 310, Air Canada 015.
Jazz 848, climb flight level 200.
200, Jazz 848.
India Kilo Mike Toronto, you're leaving my airspace to the southwest. Your radar service terminates this time. Switch to Unicom 228. Have a good rest of your day.
228, we'll talk to you later, sir. Thanks for the ATC. Cheers.
Take care. And this guy does have, let me just make sure he's got the whole thing in here. He does have the ragged fiber. Okay, good. Let's see if I can do this. Send a direct to Darpu down to 6,000 because there's no traffic departing at this point in time. So let's just get him a little bit of an even faster route in. And we're getting there. Really did pick up quite quickly here, though. So thank you guys to all the airplanes logging in here. Got another departure out of Timmins. Holy jaboli. Third departure out of Timmins in like 30 minutes. Not something you see too often, that's for sure. I'm happy with it. I like it. I wish we got more departures out of Timmins because it's unusual, but that's part of what makes it fun. Is the challenge. I'm so used to the normal routines, and you can hear it as I'm trying to give these clearances, and something's a little unusual, and it's completely throwing me for a loop. 6,000 to Darpu, perfect. He's on his way. This guy's going over north. No, he's just going direct to his next fix. Okay, that's fine. You can continue en route. And the Etihad is still circling. And this is what blows my mind, is that he's been circling over Toronto now for almost an hour, possibly more than an hour. Since I logged on almost an hour ago, he's been circling over Toronto. He did a flyover from Boston. It's only an hour and a half flight to begin with. Why would you step away from the flight deck for an hour? This guy's really starting to blow my mind. But anyways. Did this guy go direct to Darpu? I think it looks like he's still just on the SID, on the star, which is fine. If you don't want to do it, it's fine. I don't care. I was just trying to give you a shortcut just to make your life a little bit easier. Doesn't make too much of a difference, that one, but... Alright, so he's going to have to get turned on to final, descended a little bit soon. Cargo Lux is going to leave my space to the west soon. JetBlue's going to fly through our space here on the way to LAX. Soon. A lot of soons. Nothing's really happening yet that's terribly crazy. So here's the flight out of North Bay. Here's the first flight out of Timmins. Second flight out of Timmins should be airborne soon. Actually, quite a bit of northern activity happening today. That makes it quite interesting. I can't tell you the last time I actually had an uncontrolled airport where I actually had to delay someone's release because somebody else was already being released. It hasn't happened in a long time. It doesn't happen very often on VATSIM, but it's neat. He is the Eddie had up there is AFK. I've asked him to contact me probably at least 4 times in the last 45 minutes, anyways. And nothing. And it looks like he reached the end of his star and is holding. But he came from Boston to Toronto, Highland 5, Highland Syracuse, Woolsey, Ling 9. So he came up the Ling 9, and that's it. And I just, I get it. Like, I get it when it's a long flight and you step away from the flight deck for a couple of hours because it's a long flight. But it's Boston, for crying out loud. That's not a long flight. He's flying a 3:30. That's an hour and a half flight. How did you step away from the flight deck for an hour? He must have thought he either paused it and disconnected from the network and then didn't, because I don't know where this guy's going, because he's not directed to DARPA anymore. So he's off course, so we're just going to put him on vectors to keep it easy. 4,000 heading 240. Because, yeah, that's what's blowing my mind. It's not so much, I see people all the time who pause atop a descent and whatnot, and whatever, I'm a pilot on VATSIM too. I get how VATSIM works in that respect. But just what blows my mind is he came from Boston and he stepped away for this long. Yeah, he forgot he was flying.
Jazz 848, we'd like to be off like 5 minutes.
Jazz 848, that's approved. Let me know when you're back.
Welcome.
Yeah, exactly. He forgot he was flying. he went out to go cut the grass or something. But the worst thing you can do is do that while you're connected to VATSIM, and people are sitting here now watching you. I'm not gonna pull up his name, but you guys can do it if you really want to. But just hilarious. Yeah, you see this a lot as a controller. You don't usually see this so much, especially on a short flight. But you do see like people just cross through your airspace, never say a word. An hour and a half crossing through your airspace en route, never say a word. And I certainly get up from the airplane when I'm flying long flights, and I don't sit there for the whole time. But I get nervous about it. Like I have a remote desktop app that I turn on when I'm flying, and I can, whatever room in the house I'm in, I could just quickly on my mobile device check to see where I am, see if I've got any contact me's from ATC. Because I did know one person way back in the day, and this is quite a few years ago now, and I think it was finally rescinded, but he got banned from the VATSIM network for being AFK repeatedly, like regularly, repeatedly, multiple warnings by supervisors to stop doing it. If you're not going to be at the keyboard, disconnect, and he kept getting warned. So he eventually did get banned. There have been, it's not a common occurrence, but there have been people banned from the network for being AFK repeatedly. It's not that you'd get it on your first try, but if you have a record with the supervisors constantly being contacted about you being AFK, they will eventually ban you from the network.
Toronto Cargo 8250, ready for descent.
Cargo Lux 8250, you're just leaving my airspace to the east. Montreal's not online. Descend at your discretion. Switch to Unocom 228. Radar service terminates, and have a great Easter.
Descend by discretion and 228. Cargo Lux 8250, ready. Thank you. You too. Bye.
Yeah, I wonder how much fuel Eddie has. I mean, it's a 3:30, and he only did an hour and a half flight, so he could have 10 hours of fuel in the tanks if he filled them up. I doubt he did, but you never know. Alright, Ethiopian. Just about to turn base. Waiting for this Jazz 1337 to depart. I think I gave him 1440 if I recall. 1435 actually is what I gave him. So he's got 6 more minutes to be airborne. And Jazz 848 stepped away from the mic, he said. Didn't even have a chance to put that in there just because I'm doing so many other things here. Alright, he should be right about there. Yep. Speed is back to a reasonable speed. So get him 330 and 3000.
Toronto Center, Jazz 1337 is airborne currently at 2,000 feet.
Jazz 1337, Toronto, good morning. Climb 10,000. I'll let you know when I see you on radar.
All right, climb 10,000, Jazz 1337.
Jazz 848 back with you.
Jazz 848, Toronto, thank you very much. And are you able to fly the arrival into Toronto? It'll be the Vibly, what number is it? Vibly 5 arrival?
Vibly 5, no problem. Jazz 848.
Jazz 848, roger. After Amoeba, fly Vibly 5 arrival.
Roger, Jazz 848.
Jazz 848, information in Toronto is Tango, and you can plan runway 06 left for arrival.
06 left, Jazz 848.
Let's just check on this guy. Yeah, he's fine. Let's just get this guy's routing amended to include the arrival now. Vibly 5. And then that should draw nicely on there. No, didn't want to do it. No, doesn't like the Vibly 5 for some reason. I'll fix it in a second here. This guy is going to need to be turned any moment. There's my next departure out of Timmins. Still don't see Jazz 1337. Alright, let's worry about this guy. Especially because it's a text only, it needs a second to type in a message here. There we go. So 060, clear the ILS. 030, clear the ILS, 06 left. Come on, turn. Turn, turn, baby, turn. Hello? Hello, text-only pilot. You're gonna miss the localizer in a second here. Come on. Okay, I think he's turning. There we go. Okay. Okay. Anywho. Jazz 1337, Toronto, say passing altitude.
Toronto Center currently passing 8,500 feet and climbing for 11,000 right now.
Jazz 1337, I still don't see you on radar. Just double check that the transponder's on for me, please.
Transponder should be on Toronto Center.
Okay, looks like he is making the turn. He did go past 030.
Toronto Center currently approaching 10,000 feet. Please let me know if you see me on radar. Jazz 1337.
Yeah, Jazz 1337 still negative on the radar contact. What's your distance back, or distance out of Timmins now?
Toronto Center, I think I'm not sure actually what my distance is out of Timmins. Maybe like 20 nautical miles out. I'm currently past 10,000 feet. Jazz 1337.
Jazz 1337, okay. Let's see here. Climb flight level 250 for now.
Flight level 250, Jazz 1337.
Jazz 1337. If you can just double check in the client that it did switch on to altitude mode properly, because sometimes the CRJs do not want to do that.
Okay, I will double check. Everything should be set up right, Jazz 1337.
And Jazz 282 Toronto, are you direct IRCM?
Supposed to be direct to IRCM. We'll look at Jazz 282.
Jazz 282, yeah, please proceed direct IRCM. I think you may have stayed in heading mode there. That's fine. Because yeah, I don't even see a prime target. Which if he doesn't have the transponder on, it won't pick him up that well up north because there's not good radar coverage there. Let's see here. Winds 3606. 06 left. Alright, so we got this Canadian Express out of Timmins going over to Ottawa. So he can depart whatever runway he wants. That's fine. Yeah, okay. Still no sign of this Jazz 1337. Now I seem to have lost him altogether. I think he must have logged off to try and reset his thing here because I don't see Jazz 1337 at all anymore. And if I look at VATSPy, now of course he's gone because he logged off. That's the Canadian Express. Well, what can you do? How long has Jazz got here to go here? Jazz 848 Toronto, when ready, descend 12,000. Toronto altimeter is 3016.
Ready down to 12,000 and 3016 on the altimeter for Jazz 848.
North Bay of Toronto is a short.
Toronto Control, hello. Air China 1445 radio check.
Air China 1445 Toronto, reach you 5 by 5.
Thank you.
Let's get this JetBlue over on my frequency. JetBlue 487 Toronto, are you here? No, not yet. Can I as a controller do something about it? I can summon a supervisor on this guy at any point in time. I can call a supervisor and ask him to kick him off the network if he's not going to respond and if he's just going to circle endlessly. I tend not to do that too quickly. The key is that right now he's at 30,000 feet. So he is not interfering with anything else that's going on in the network right now. So as long as that's the case, I'm not gonna summon a supervisor. But yeah, I could at any point in time summon a supervisor, and they would probably just look at him, try for a minute to call him, and then kick him off. I find that's heavy-handed. I try not to go that route too early on in the process. But if it's going to interfere with other people, if he's going to start getting in the way of other people and really causing a hassle, then I won't hesitate to do it if I need to. Oh, there he is. Okay. JetBlue. Good morning, Squawk 0523. The Air Canada's northbound. Now the Jazz 282 is on its way to Irkham. Okay. And then Jazz 1337 never came back, unfortunately. There we go. Identified flight level 340, JetBlue 3, JetBlue 487. So there we go. Well, it didn't take very long. It was very quiet when we first settled in here. It was maybe 4 airplanes in our airspace, but including the Etihad circling endlessly over Toronto. But now we got quite the array of airplanes here. And he's done. Alright, let's just see if he's got a specific gate to go to. 166. Excellent. He does have a gate. Okay, very good. So right on Charlie, left Delta 3 Delta Quebec into 166, which will be right over here-ish somewhere. Very good. Nice when people already have a gate in mind. I'll assign one if you don't, but easier if you got one. Just a little bit less creativity required on my part. Okay, so this guy...
Toronto Center, American 1239, heavy with you, flight level 360.
American 1239 Toronto, good morning. Stand by 1. Let me just find you my list. Come on. Sometimes trying to grab this stupid column is very frustrating. American 1239. Sorry, the American calling, was it American 1239?
Hey, for him.
Vancouver Center, Cafe 111, radio check, how do you rate?
Cathay 111, I read you 5 by 5. Break American 1239. I don't see a flight plan for you. That's why I can't find you in my list. Can you just hit refile on that really quick?
Copy, thank you.
Refiling now.
A lot of happy Easters this morning.
Flight plan to the American 1239 Heavy.
American 1239, thank you. I see it now. Squawk code 0557, please.
0557 in the box for American 1239 Heavy.
Get rid of this guy. Don't need to track him if he's already successfully landed. Just trying to get this guy in here.
Toronto control, Cafe 111, confirm any mistakes on...
American 1239 Heavy, you're identified, flight level 360, thank you.
Alright, we'll be stepping away again 2 minutes with a forward.
American 1239, I copy that, thank you. And Cathay 111 Toronto, what are you looking for?
No, 非常拐动. I confirm the flight level is at okay for flight level 370, Cafe 111.
Cathay 111 Toronto, what's your location? Because I don't have you anywhere, buddy.
Say again, please. I hear you 4.
Cathay 111, what is your location?
Now in Toronto. Gate 174 in Toronto Airport.
Cathay 111, okay. I see you there. Your flight plan does not involve Toronto at all right now. You may need to refile that. His flight plan has got 2 Chinese airports on it that I do not know. I don't know Chinese airports at all, I'm afraid. Why did Jazz 848 not properly trigger the arrival here? 06 left.
Toronto Center, good morning. Canadian Express 138 here with you, looking for IFR clearance from Timmins to Ottawa.
Canadian Express 138 Toronto, stand by just 1 moment here.
1 flight plan submitted. Again, confirm, is that okay now?
And Cathay 111, stand by 1. Just fixing this guy's flight plan here. It still looks a little wacky, but I think it's going to be okay. All right, Canadian Express 138, first of all. The Timmins weather is showing winds 360 at 7, the altimeter 3019er. What runway would you like for departure from Timmins, and how long before you're ready?
So I'm ready to go. I was looking to take off on 21.
Canadian Express 138, roger. You're cleared to Ottawa via your flight plan route. Depart runway 21, climb on course. Squawk code 0520. Your clearance is valid now and cancelled if not airborne by 1500 Zulu.
Okay, cleared to Ottawa via my flight plan. Squawk code is 0520. Clearance is valid until 1500 Zulu. Canadian Express 138.
Canadian Express 138, your readback is all correct, and you can switch to Unicom 2028 for the departure. Give me a call this frequency once you're airborne.
Okay, we'll call you back once airborne, switching to Unicom for the advisory, Canadian Express 138.
All right, Cathay 111 Toronto. Okay, I see you now. You're going to London Heathrow, correct?
Yes, we're going to London Heathrow now at Toronto.
Cathay 111, you're cleared to London Heathrow via the Sea-Dog 5 departure, Bobsu transition and flight plan route. Depart runway 06 left, squawk code 0550.
Departure runway 07 left, squawk 0500. Thank you, Cafe 111.
Cathay 111, it's close. It's runway 06 left, and the squawk code 0550. 0550.
I copy runway 06 left and squawk 0550. Thank you.
Cathay 111, your readback's correct. Information is Tango. Give me a call when you're ready for push and start.
I copy. Information tango received, and I will call you when I'm ready.
Jazz 282 Toronto, information in Toronto's Tango, runway 06 left for arrival. When ready, descend 12,000 on altimeter 3016.
3016, 6 back, 6 left for ILS, and we can descend to 10,000 when we're all okay, Jazz 282.
Jazz 282 close, it's 12,000, 12,000.
12,000, sorry, correction, Jazz 282.
Thank you. Jazz 848, proceed direct Darpu.
Direct Darpu, Jazz 848.
Jazz 848, thank you, descend 8,000. Should have done that in one call.
8,000, Jazz 848.
Anywho.
Toronto Center, lift 667, IFR to Thunder Bay.
Lift 667, Toronto, good morning. Standby 1. Wrong departure.
Standing by.
Sid Nugop is, I'm pretty sure, the is Jets. And so lift 667, just having a quick look at the flight plans, not quite as filed. You are cleared to Thunder Bay. It'll be via the AVSEP 6 departure ROTMA transition flight plan route. Depart runway 06 left, squawk code 0511.
All right, so lift 667 is cleared to Thunder Bay via the AVSEP 6 departure ROTMA transition flight plan route. Depart runway 06 left, squawk 0511.
Lift 667, readback is all correct. Push back and start up. Actually, give me a call when you're ready for push and start, please.
Okay, I'll give you a call for push and start, lift 667.
It's getting a little bit busy, so I'm going to be controlling the pushes now, I think, just to try and keep things under control a little bit here.
Toronto Center, Air Canada 1209, heavy radio check.
Air Canada 1209, I read you 5 by 5. Air Canada 1209, read you 5 by 5.
Roger, Air Canada 120.
Alright, and so let's just check out this American's flight plan here, 1133 to Newark. That all looks good to me. And Porter's flight plan here, Porter 395 over to Midway. Don't see too many Porter flights anymore. But Perlo 4, Dirtlow transition, that all looks good off of runway 26 at City. Yeah, 200 at 6, yeah, I'll buy 26. Looks good to me. Not too bad, though, considering how quiet it was when we first started out this morning. It really took a turn for the busy. And Rouge 202, Toronto. Here, leave my airspace to the west. Winnipeg's not online. Switch to Unicom 122.8. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.
Over to Unicom 122.8. Thank you for your service, and we'll keep on the in-flight entertainment. Rouge 202.
Thank you. All right. Catch our breath a little bit here, because, boy, it really just took off there. This 0406 guy here. Nope. Okay. Anybody have a pilot rating anymore? Just curious to find somebody with a pilot rating. Because VATSIM lists pilot ratings, but nobody here is rated on this network. Oh, Lord. Not that I really treat people too much differently anyways. Whether they're rated. Hey, wait a second. Is Eddie Head gone? Oh, no, he's still circling. Oh, yeah. I forget that this view here, which is really my terminal view, has an altitude filter on it, and I forget that. So I can't see anybody above the terminal unit. But no, he's still there. He's still circling. Oh, Lord. But this is what I'm talking about when, that actually picked up faster than I expected. The first 30 to 40 minutes, we had only 5 or 6 airplanes. It was kind of quiet, but it's really kind of picked up to a nice level now where it's a nice, steady, continuous workload. Still enough time to drink my coffee, but not enough to really relax. Let's make sure nobody's taxiing in Toronto without permission, and what I should also be doing as well is pulling up the chart for City Center here, because we got a departure from City Center. So there we go. We got our Porter flight there, parked at gate 3. Nice. It's still circling. I don't think there's much point in sending him a contact me at this point. The supervisors are watching this stream. They'd be all over that, I think, by now. Oh, Lord. Just get the nice directed Darpoo. Keep him nice and straight. As quick and efficient as possible here. As much fun as it is to have airplanes inside your airspace, the sooner you get them out of your airspace, the sooner your life gets easier. The sooner you've got more capacity for the next airplane. So I don't like to dump airplanes too quickly, but at the same time, you just want to get them on their way to the destination. This is, and I've made this observation before, I think, but it's a strange hobby because it's a hobby where we want to spend as little time as possible in the hobby. If that makes any sense. You want to get to your destination as quickly as efficiently as possible, finish your flight, log off, and go away. And it's a strange hobby like that. It's the one hobby where people try to get finished faster. But it kind of makes sense because it also is a lengthy hobby. Even just hopping online for a flight from North Bay down to Toronto, that's an hour and a half. This guy is done, you know. So it kind of makes sense where you want things to sometimes happen a little quicker because you do a long flight like yesterday's flight, the flight I did the day before, pilot's life, Vancouver down to Puerto Vallarta, 5 hours. I enjoy flying, but boy, especially trying to live stream that, what a long flight. All right.
Toronto Center, lift 667, ready for push and start.
Yeah, where's lift 667? And lift 667 Toronto. Okay, I think I see you there. Push back and start up as approved and face west.
Face west, push and start approved, lift 667.
He's sort of off on his own down there at the end of that terminal, which is good. This needs to be updated because there's a whole bunch of gates up here now that are not on this diagram, but it's not like they're being used anymore. Airport's a friggin' ghost town these days whenever you go there. Let's see here. Canadian Express has still got 8 more minutes before his clearance runs out. Air Canada 15 can leave my airspace in about 2.5 minutes. Air China 1445. Everything seems to be happening here. Jazz 848 descend 6,000.
6,000, Jazz 848.
If these guys all try to depart at the same time, this place would get busy. Oh, my Porter flight's gone too. I see this one guy coming into Ottawa here. I might pull up the Ottawa terminal views here and see if I can. Let's see, do I have Ottawa arrival? Because I don't know what he's doing. He's just squawking 40406. Do I have? I should have, I think, the Class C for the Ottawa transponder airspace. Would that help? Ooh, that's good. That's good. I like that. Okay, good. He's transponder airspace. But do I actually have... Oh, TCA. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Not so much the transponder airspace. I don't care so much about that. It's the TCA here.
Western Suntec, hello, Air China 1445 at Charlie Yankee 2 Airport, gate 176, information Tango received, request IFR clearance to Heathrow.
Air China 1445 Toronto, you're clear to London Heathrow via the Sea Dog 5 departure and Bob Sue transition flight plan route. Depart runway 06 left, squawk code 0534.
Clear to Heathrow via flight plan route, Sea Dog 5 departure, Bob Sue transition, runway 06 left, squawk 0534, Air China 1445.
Air China 1445, your readback is correct. Information Tango's current. Give me a call when you're ready for push and start.
Information Tango received. Call when ready for push and start. Thank you, Air China 1445.
And I believe Canadian Express 138 was calling there.
Yes, Canadian Express 138 passing 6,000 now.
Canadian Express 138 Toronto. Just make sure you've got the code 0520. I still see VFR in there.
Wait just a moment.
Toronto Center lift 667 is ready for taxi.
Give me one more second. And Canadian Express 138 Toronto, thank you. You're identified climbing through 7,500. Continue climb flight level 270. Turn left direct smear on course.
Okay, direct smear on course for Canadian Express 138, clear to flight level 270.
You got it. Lift 667 Toronto, runway 06 left. The information is Tango and the altimeter is 3016. Taxi out Delta Romeo. Delta, cross runway 33 right and hold short of 06 left.
All right, we will exit Delta Romeo. Taxi Delta, cross 33 right, hold short 6 left. Lift 667.
Air Canada 015 Heavy Toronto, you're leaving my airspace to the east. Your radar service terminates. Switch to Unicom 228. Have a good rest of the day. Jazz 848, descend 4,000.
4,000, Jazz 848.
Air Canada 15 Heavy, you still there? Send him a text and see if he responds to that. We got another Air Canada on the ground here in Toronto.
Toronto Center, American 1133 requesting IFR to Newark. We have information Tango.
American 1133 Toronto, good morning. You're cleared to Newark via the KEPTA 2 departure, Bumpa transition, flight plan route. Depart runway 06 left, squawk code 0547.
Alright, we'll clear the KEPTA 2 via the Bumpa transition. We'll squawk 0547 and we'll take 06 left, American 1133.
American 1133, readback's all correct. Give me a call when you're ready for push and start.
Receive that, American 1133.
Son, American 1239, sorry, just got back change advisory. Approved?
American 1239, yeah, you're just about to leave my airspace, so yeah, switch to Unicom 228. Have a good rest of the day.
Alright, 22-8, you do the same, thanks.
Jazz 848, turn right, heading 330, descend 3000.
330 down to 3000, Jazz 848.
Toronto Center, Air Canada 015, sorry, got pulled away from the computer there for something.
Air Canada 015, no problem. I was just going to tell you, you're leaving my airspace to the east. Your radar service terminates. Switch to Unicom now, 122.8, and have a good rest of your day.
22.8, we'll see you, Rob. Happy Easter. Take care.
Thanks, see ya. Who was that anyways? Brandon Binder.
Air Canada 1445, confirm initial, correction, initial altitude is 1,000 feet.
And Air China 1445 on the Sea Dog 5, initial altitude is 5,000.
5,000 feet, roger, thank you. Air China 1445.
Uh-oh, everybody be quiet. Shh, Tim is now in the chat channel. Don't show Tim this Etihad that has been circling overhead Toronto for the last almost hour and a half now. 30,000 feet. He's just been in a holding pattern here for that long. I should probably be getting this guy to contact me just to see what he's doing, because he's flying through the Ottawa terminal unit at this point. Jazz 848, turn right heading 030 for the intercept, clear the ILS, runway 06 left.
030 for the intercept, clear left, ILS 06 left for Jazz 848.
Toronto Center, American 1133, ready for push and start.
American 1133, okay, I see ya. Push and start is approved, and let me know when you're ready for taxi.
Receive that, American 1133.
JetBlue 47 Toronto, leave my airspace to the west. Your radar service terminates. Switch to Unicom 228. Have a good rest of the day. Jazz 282 Toronto, proceed direct C-Lab, descend 6,000.
Direct C-Lab down for 6,000, Jazz 282.
Alright, that'll get him a nice little shortcut there. Oh, we got actual things happening here.
Toronto Center, good morning, Air Canada 489, requesting IFR in Montreal.
Air Canada 489 Toronto, you're cleared to Montreal via the Dead Key 4 departure, Miglo transition, flight plan route, depart runway 06 left, squawk code 057 tree.
Cleared to Montreal via runway 6 left, Dead Key 4 to transition, Miglo, squawk code 0573, Air Canada 489.
I see you're logged in there, Tim. Sorry, Air Canada 489, I missed that. Just confirm 0573 on the squawk.
0573 on the squawk.
Air Canada 489, thanks. That readback's all correct. Information Tango's current. Give me a call ready for push and start.
We'll give you a call when we have information, Tango. Thank you.
Lift 667, are you ready?
Affirm.
Lift 667, contact me airborne, winds 360 at 6, clear for takeoff, runway 06 left.
Clear takeoff 6 left, I'll contact the airborne 667.
So the VFR near Ottawa disappeared. Let's see here. Everybody else is sort of working out well. Just got to wait for the lift to take off, and then Jazz can be cleared. I see somebody on the ground here in what I believe is Brampton. And that's cool, because that's an uncontrolled airport. You can be there all you want, no big deal. And Tim, welcome to the co-captain level. You get access to the Discord now, which I'll have to post the link if it's not there. I think I still haven't quite totally managed everything, but I believe it's there. Now I'm going to have to do some exclusive live streams. He's been there for like an hour and a half now at least, since I logged on. So an hour and a half, this guy's been circling over Toronto. And he came from Boston of all places. That's what blows my mind, is it's not like he came from like Dubai or something, or Doha or anything. He came from Boston, and he must have forgotten he was flying. Jazz 848, Toronto traffic's on the roll, winds 360 at 6, you cleared land, runway 06 left.
Cleared land 06 left, just reported.
Jazz 282, descend 4,000.
Down for 4,000, Jazz 282.
Departure lift 667 with you now, 2,300, climbing 5,000.
Lift 667, Toronto, thank you, identified, climb, flight level 230.
Flight level 230, lift 667.
Oh, yeah, here's the guy, Brampton. IFR over to KSJS. I don't even know what SJS is. I feel like I should know SJS.
Toronto Center, Cafe 8011 at Toronto Pearson K65, requesting clearance to JFK.
Cathay 8011 Toronto, good day. You're cleared to JFK via the Kepta 2 departure, Bumpa transition, flight plan route. Depart runway 06 left, squawk code 0561.
Clear to JFK 5 to Kepta 2, departure, Bimpa, transition, runway 06 left, squawk code 0561.
Cathay 8011, your readback is all correct, and information's Tango. Give me a call when you're ready for push and start.
Local Cafe 8011.
Lift 667, turn left, direct AVSEP on course.
Left turn, direct AVSEP on course, lift 667.
Toronto Center, good afternoon. This is Corridor 18992 with you. That's through 14,000 for 5,000 for the ticket to arrival to Halifax.
Cargo Jet 1892 Toronto, good morning. Squawk it in. One more hour of morning still.
Squawk Island, Cargo Jet 1892.
Cargo Jet 1892, thank you very much. You're identified descending through 13.6, descend 5,000. Hamilton altimeter 3016. Winds are showing 030 at 8. What runway were you looking for arrival?
Roger, we've got the altimeter 3016 altimeter now. We're looking for the RNAV Zulu runway 30 for Cargo Jet 1892.
Cargo Jet 1892, I checked the RNAV Zulu runway 30. You can plan on that.
Roger, expecting the RNAV runway Zulu.
Correction, all Alpha Zulu for runway 30, copy jet 891 with descendant altitude 5,000 feet.
Jazz 848 Toronto, welcome to Toronto, left turn when able and say your gate.
Left turn when able and we're going Delta 10, Jazz 848.
Jazz 848, roger. If you can, the left turn on Delta 3, then taxi Delta Alpha Alpha Kilo for gate 110.
Delta 3, Delta Alpha Alpha Kilo for Jazz 848.
Jazz 282, after CLAP, fly heading 150.
After CLAB, fly heading 150, Jazz 282.
All right. So let's see here. So I'm going to close up a couple views that I don't need because it's getting distracting. And I got to pull up the charts for Hamilton, just to make sure I've got the Arnav Zulu in here correctly. He's on the arrival, I believe he said. Tychem to arrival, and Kedbu, Arnav runway 30, Kedbu the transition. And cargo jet 1892, I don't see it in the flight plan. Just confirm you are flying the Tychem to arrival.
That's correct. Tychem to arrival for Arnav Zulu runway 30, cargo jet 1892.
Cargo jet 1892, thank you. You just didn't have it in the flight plan, so I just wanted to make sure.
Toronto Center, American 1133 is ready for taxi.
American 1133 Toronto, runway 06 left. Information is Tango and the altimeter 3016, taxi Alpha Juliet. Bravo and Delta. Cross runway 33 right and hold short of 06 left.
Alright, 06 left, we have information Tango 3016 for Alpha Juliet. Bravo Delta will cross 33 right and hold short 06 left, American 1133.
Jazz 282, descend 3000.
3000, Jazz 282.
Lift 667, continue climb, flight level 400.
Flight level 400, lift 667.
Okay, SJS, I should know what that airport is. I feel like I should know that airport.
Toronto Center, Canada 489, ready for push and start.
Air Canada 489, Toronto. What gate are you at? Oh, there he is. And Air Canada 489. Never mind, I got you there. Push and start is approved. Let me know when you're ready for taxi.
Sorry, was that?
Air Canada 489, I see you now. Push and start and call me ready for taxi. And any second now. And Jazz 282, turn left heading 090 for the intercept. Cleared the ILS, runway 06 left. Did I lose my audio? Jazz 282, Toronto.
My head is hurting. My head is hurting. I have a headache.
And now I seem to have lost my audio. So we're just going to do it. Yeah, I did not like something there. So we're just resetting. Give me 1 second. Jazz 282 Toronto, how do you read? Jazz 282 Toronto, how do you read? Lift 667 Toronto, how do you read? And attention all aircraft on frequency, check your connections. It looks like there may have been a glitch in the audio for VATSIM system. Jazz 282 Toronto, I see you established now. Winds in Toronto 360 at 6, you're clear to land, runway 06 left. Cargo Jet 1892, Toronto, descend 4,000.
Descend 4,000, Cargo Jet 1892.
Toronto Center, Cathay 8011, radio check.
Cathay 8011, I've got you 5x5. How do you read me?
Reading you 555, Cathay 8011, requesting push and start.
Cathay 8011, let's see what gauge you're at here. Cathay 8011, push back onto lane, actually, Cathay 8011, hold your push for a moment. I just got one inbound airplane.
Noted will hold the push, Cathay 10.
Good morning, Japan Air 8 is with you, flight level 37. Jazz 282, are you read me?
Jazz 282, I've got you now. Break Jazz 848, use lane 6 on the apron there. I got an airplane pushing on to lane 5. I haven't talked to him yet.
Roger, lane 6, Jazz 848.
And Jazz 282, I do got you now. Thank you very much for that. The winds are 360 at 6. You're clear to land, runway 06 left.
Clear to land 6 left, Jazz 282.
And Japan Airlines, what was the flight number?
That's Japan Air 8, inbound Salt St. Mary.
Japan Air 8. Okay, stand by. I just got to find you here. Nope, doesn't like that. Okay, let's do it this way.
And stand by, we just got to refill flat down.
And that's why I'm not noticing it. Ooh, Hamilton Tower. Nice. Thank you, Tim. Don't want to take on too much workload, just Hamilton Tower. All right. Everything's screwed up. Something happened to my internet, I think, for a split second, and it just reset everything, and I lost my charts. I lost everything that I had open, which is just annoying. All right. Cargo Jet 1892, descend via Kedbu, clear to RNAV, runway 30, Hamilton.
Roger, with descended 4,000, then we'll clear the RNAV Zulu, runway 30, Tom, we'll call you final.
Cargo Jet 1892, thank you. Information is now Alpha in Hamilton, if you want to pick that up. Cathay 8011, traffic's clear. Push back, face west, and call ready for taxi.
Push face west, Cathay 8011, will call ready for taxi.
All right, and I guess you took care of my Etihad a little while ago. I didn't even notice because I'm just got so much stuff going on, but thank you. I don't even know the tower frequency for Hamilton. You're going to have to, there we go, 25-0, 25-0. Leave me Toronto, just take Hamilton.
Okay, Toronto Center, Japan Air 8, we refilled with our flight plan to LPC. How's that with you now?
Japan 8, thank you so much for that. That makes it easier for me. Squawk code 0577.
0577.
Definitely makes it easier when I can see where he's coming from, where he's going to. Lord.
Toronto Center, Air Canada 489 rather, ready for taxi.
Air Canada 489, Toronto, runway 06 left. Information is Tango and the altimeter is 3016. Taxi Alpha Lima, Bravo and Delta. Cross runway 33 right and hold short of 06 left.
Alright, we'll head over to 06 left via Alpha Lima, Bravo, Delta, cross 33 right. Air Canada 489.
American 1133, line up only, runway 06 left.
Line up and wait, 06 left, American 1133.
Japan Air 8, thank you very much. Identified flight level 330, welcome. Jazz 282, welcome to Toronto. Left turn on Delta 3 or Charlie 3, whichever you got, and when able, say the gate.
Left on Delta 3, and we're going to gate 107, Jazz 282.
Jazz 282, roger. Taxi Delta Alpha, hold short of Tango for now.
Delta Alpha, hold short of Alpha Tango, Jazz 282.
And Jazz 282 is just hold short of Tango.
Oh, Tango, sorry about that, Jazz 282.
No problem. American 1133, Toronto, contact me airborne, winds 360 clear for takeoff, runway 06 left.
Clear for takeoff, 06 left, American 1133.
Toronto Center, 9 Sierra Bravo with you, information CNC stall 2, requesting VFR departure to the south.
Lift 667, proceed direct Sault Ste. Marie VOR on course.
Direct Sault Ste. Marie VOR on course, lift 667, thank you.
Well, no, Tim, now that you've now that you're on Hamilton, it's fine. This guy's coming in, so it's good. November 392 Sierra, correction, 329er Sierra Bravo. You're on the ground at Brampton, Charlie November, Charlie 3. That's uncontrolled. You can lift off at your discretion and give me a call. If you're going to depart the areas to the south, give me a call.
Lift off under own discretion, 9 Sierra Bravo.
Toronto Center, Air Canada 1209 Heavy at gate 37, ready to pick up IFR plans to London Heathrow.
American 1133, Toronto, squawk 0547, please. Jazz 282, traffic's crossing your right to left on Tango. Now you can continue Alpha Alpha Kilo, lane 5 to the gate.
Taxing Alpha Alpha Kilo to the gate. We are adding the traffic inside Jazz 282.
Thank you.
Toronto Center, Air Canada 1209, ready to pick up IFR plans to London Heathrow.
Air Canada 1209, stand by. Break American 1133, squawk 0547, please.
0547.
Just get this guy identified and on course here.
Toronto Center, Cargo Jet 1892, we're just turning final runway S30.
Cargo Jet 1892, thank you. Contact Hamilton Tower now, 125.0. See ya.
125.0, just have a good one. Bye-bye.
American 1133, thank you. You're identified through 4,300. Next time the instructions are to maintain runway heading 057 and 5,000 feet. For now, climb flight level 230 and direct to Rickham on course.
230 direct on course. Rickham on course. American 133, sorry about that.
No problem. Air Canada 1209 Toronto, you're cleared to London Heathrow via the Sea Dog 5 departure, Bobsu transition, flight plan route, departure runway 06 left, and squawk code 0510.
Clear to the London Heathrow Airport via the Sea Dog departure, Boston transition, flight plan, it was continue flight plan and expect 06 left to departure runway, squawk 0510, Air Canada 1209 Heavy.
Air Canada 1209, your readback's all correct. Information is now uniform. Give me a call when you're ready for push and start.
Roger, we will give you a call when we're ready for push and start. Air Canada 1209 Heavy.
Wow, we got a lot of people.
Center Cathay 8011 is ready for taxi.
Cathay 8011, traffic just passed you by, so runway 06 left. Information is now uniform, altimeter 3017. Taxi out Alpha Kilo, Bravo, and Delta. Cross 33 right and hold short, runway 06 left.
Toronto Center Cathay 8011, taxi 206 left by Alpha Kilo, Bravo, Delta. Cross runway 33 right and hold short at 06 left, altimeter 3017.
You got it. Japan 8, if I didn't already say it, you are identified flight level 330 and proceed direct SICBO.
Ocean direct SICBO, Japan 8.
Toronto Center, Air Canada 1209 Heavy, ready for push at gate 37 with information uniform.
Air Canada 1209 Toronto, thank you. Push back, tail to the north. Call ready for taxi. Just use caution. There's one airplane off your right side that'll be taxiing out right now on lane 6.
Roger, tail to, push and start approved, tail facing the north, and we'll have VATSIM ready for taxi. Thank you for the warning. Air Canada 1209 Heavy.
And
Airside 144, correction, Airside 1445 Heavy, gate 176, request push and start.
Air China 1445 Toronto, push back, tail to the east, call ready for taxi.
Facing east, call when ready for taxi. Airside 1445, thank you.
And Air China 1445, that's tail to the east.
Correction, Cafe 111 ready for pushback and start.
And Air China 1445, just confirm that's tail to the east, please.
Roger, tail to the east, Air China 1445.
Thank you. Cathay 111 Toronto, push back, tail to the north. Call ready for taxi.
I confirm tail to the north.
Cathay 111 affirm, tail off to your left, tail north.
I copy, face north, pushback and start approved. Cafe 111, thank you.
Air Canada 489 Toronto, contact me once you're airborne. The wind's 360 at 7, clear for takeoff, runway 06 left.
Clear for takeoff, runway 06 left. We'll contact you when airborne. Thanks.
American 1133, continue climb, flight level 350. American 1133, continue climb, flight level 350.
Toronto Center, Air Canada 489. Did we have an initial altitude you want us to climb to?
Air Canada 489 affirmative. It's on the dead key for departure. If you read the departure, it does say maintain 5,000.
Sounds good. Thank you. Air Canada 489.
Thank you for asking. Canadian Express 138 Toronto. Ottawa weather is showing winds variable at 3. I've got an active runway of runway 25, but given the winds, you can have any runway you'd like.
Yeah, I was planning on RNAV Zulu on 32 via Watto.
Canadian Express 138, no problem. You can plan the RNAV Zulu 32. And Canadian Express 138, when ready, descend 8,000 on Ottawa altimeter 3015.
Okay, clear to 8,000, Canadian Express 138.
Canadian Express 138, that's at your discretion.
When ready.
Thanks. Air Canada American 1133, climb flight level 350. Nope, just doesn't want to answer me, does he? Just get him the old-fashioned way on text. Thank goodness text still works. What do real-world controllers do without text? I wonder sometimes. Which is a nice busy morning. I think I'm going to be about a half an hour more at the most, and then we're going to
Toronto Center, Cafe 8011, request clearance to cross runway 33 right.
Cathay 8011, you're cleared to cross runway 33 right.
Clear across, Cafe 8011.
I'm 99% sure I already gave that to him, but not a big deal that he double checks. Nope, this American is no longer answering me at all. He's not happy. Alright, so the Air China's pushing, the Cathay should be pushing the second half.
Toronto Center, Jazz 713, flight level 310 for flight level 380.
Jazz 713, Toronto Center, good morning, squawk code 0537.
0537 for Jazz 713.
American 1133, are you here?
Toronto Center, Air Canada 489, 3,400, climbing 5,000.
Air Canada 489, thank you. Identified, continue climb, flight level 230.
Up to 230, Air Canada 489.
Jazz 713, Toronto, thank you. Identified through flight level 313, continue climb, flight level 380.
Continue climb to flight level 380, Jazz 713.
Air Canada 489, turn right, direct dead key on course. Air Canada 489, turn right, direct dead key on course.
Turn turn right, dead key on course, Air Canada 489, thank you.
November 329er Sierra Bravo, you here?
329 Sierra Bravo, here.
November 392 Sierra Bravo, Toronto. I believe I see you on the radar, but turn on the transponder, please, because I just see the prime target, and squawk a code of 1237.
1237. 9 Sierra Bravo.
Toronto Center, American 1133. We had a disconnect issue here. Are you trying to reach us?
American 1133, affirmative. Continue your climb, flight level 350, and you've left my airspace to the east, so radar service terminates. Switch back to Unicom 228, and have a good rest of the day.
Thanks again. We'll switch to Unicom, and we'll climb to flight level 350, American 1133.
See ya. Jazz 713, Toronto. Proceed direct to GoPup on course.
Direct to GoPup, Jazz 713.
November 329er Sierra Bravo. Confirm your altitude.
9 Sierra Bravo, altitude 2700, climbing to 45.
November 329er Sierra Bravo. Thank you. You're identified. Remain VFR at all times, and I have no traffic on your route, so 4500 is approved for the time being. Cathay 8011 Toronto, contact me airborne, winds 360 at 7, clear for takeoff, runway 06 left.
Clear for takeoff, runway 06 left, Cathay 8011.
Alright, Tim says that next time if I let him know.
Sorry about that. Should I keep my current clearance right now? I have to restart.
Air Canada 1209, yeah, traffic's all clear now. You can push and start at your discretion, call ready for taxi.
Okay, my discretion, and we will call for taxi.
Yeah, so Tim was saying that...
Air China 1445, ready for taxi, information uniform.
Air China 1445, Toronto, runway 06 left, information's uniform, the altimeter 3017. Taxi out Delta Papa, Delta, cross runway 33 right to hold short of 06 left.
Taxi via Delta Papa, Delta, crossing runway 33 left, head at runway 36 right heading point, and altimeter is 3017, Air China 1445.
Air China 1445, very close. It's cleared across runway 33 right and hold short of 06 left.
Clear to cross runway 33 right, heading short runway, correction, head short runway 36 right, Air China 1445.
Air China 1445, the hold short is 06 left.
Head short, correction, 36 left, sorry, Air China 1445.
No problem, I get excited and I start speaking way too fast. Air Canada 489, continue climb flight level 330 and proceed direct Miglo on course.
Up to 330 and direct Miglo, Air Canada 489.
Toronto Center, Cathay 8011 is airborne number 06 left, passing 1005.
Correction, Cathay 8011, you're identified, climb flight level 230.
Flight level 230, Cathay 8011.
I get so used to saying Air Canada, Air Canada, Air Canada, Air Canada, Air Canada that I say it without even realizing it sometimes now.
Toronto Center, Air Canada 760 with you, passing to 6,000, descending to 24,000.
That was Air Canada 750 calling?
Affirmative.
Air Canada 750, Toronto, good day, squawk 0532.
0532 for Air Canada 760.
Cathay 8011, turn right direct Rycombe on course.
Turn right Rycombe on course,
Cathay 8011, that's correct.
I catch a Cathay 111 and I'll push back finish, ready for taxi.
Cathay 111 Toronto, runway 06 left information, uniform, altimeter 3017. Taxi out on Delta Papa, Delta, cross runway 33 right, hold short 06 left.
Copy. We will receive the information uniform. Altimeter is 3017, and then taxi via Delta Papa, Delta, hold short runway 06 left, Cafe 111. Thank you.
Cathay 111, that's all correct, and you are clear to cross runway 33 right.
Cross runway 33 left. Correction. Cross runway 33 right. Cafe 111.
Yes. All right. Whew. Busy. Oh, we got the aircraft departing Hamilton already airborne. Oh, we got 2 airplanes on the ground in Hamilton. It's amazing how when you have a tower, people get excited and do things. Ah, it's a VFR helicopter. Helicopter. You don't see too many helicopters around these days. He's on his way to city. Good, good, good. Love it, love it. Got a couple departures here. I think once we get these last couple departures out, that's going to be the end of it. Air Canada 750 Toronto, sorry about that. You are identified flight level 310. Information is uniform. Runway 06 left for arrivals. Descend flight level 240.
Descending 240, have information uniform on board for Air Canada 750. We'll expect 06 left for arrival.
Roger. Canadian Express is getting there. Let me set him up correctly for runway 32. And then he's Canadian Express 138. Proceed direct Watto.
Going direct Watto, Canadian Express 138.
Get a couple of these things taken care of, and then we'll be getting ready to wrap this up soon here. As much fun as this has been, and I really have enjoyed this, it really turned out to be a very busy morning. At some point, I do have to break with VATSIM and join the real world. Air China 1445 Toronto, contact me once you're airborne. The winds are 360 at 7, clear for takeoff, runway 06 left.
Runway 06 left, cleared for takeoff. Air China 1, correction, Air China 1445.
Air Canada 750, continue descent 12,000 on altimeter 3017.
3017, what's the altitude?
Air Canada 750, 12,000, 12,000.
12,000 for Air Canada 750.
Toronto Center, Air Canada 1209 Heavy, ready to taxi with information uniform.
Air Canada 1209 Toronto, runway 06 left, information is uniform, the altimeter 3017. Taxi out Alpha Kilo, Bravo, Delta, cross runway 33 right, and hold short of 06 left.
Left, altimeter 3017, taxi runway 36 left via Alpha Kilo Delta, Bravo Delta, cross 33 right, hold short 36 left, Air Canada 1209.
Air Canada 1209, roger. And Cathay 111, looks like you made a slight wrong turn, not a problem. You're on Victor now. But at the end of Victor there, make a left on Foxtrot, right on Delta.
Turn left to join Delta.
Cathay 111, affirm. At the end of Victor, left on Fox, and then right on Delta.
Copy, thank you.
Air China 1445, runway 06 left airborne, now maintain heading 057, passing 1700 meters. Correction, feet, with you.
Air China 1445, Toronto, no problem identified. Continue climb, flight level 230.
Continue climb, flight level 230, Air China 1445.
Canadian Express 138, descend 6,000.
Descending to 6,000, Canadian Express 138.
Canadian Express 138. If I didn't give it to you, the Ottawa altimeter is 3015.
Got it from the Matar.
Alright, let's see if we can just get a couple more things finished here, and then we're going to be logging off shortly here. Cathay 111 Toronto, contact me airborne, winds 360 at 7, clear for takeoff, runway 06 left.
Clear for takeoff, Cathay 111.
Air China 1445, turn left, direct Sea Dog on course.
Correction, turn left direct to Sea Dog, Air China 1445.
Roger. Cathay 8011 Toronto, climb flight level 350.
Toronto Center, Cathay 8011, request flight level 370.
Cathay 8011, that's approved, climb flight level 370.
Climb flight level 370, Cathay 8011.
Not 3,700, 37,000. Okay. November 3902 Sierra Bravo, Hamilton altimeter 3017.
3017, 9er Sierra Bravo.
It looks like Air Canada 1209 missed Alpha Kilo. Air Canada 1209, looks like you missed Alpha Kilo, but not a problem. Just take the next exit on your right, Alpha Lima, Bravo, and Delta. Hold short 33 right.
But we will take Alpha Lima for next turn again. I want 09, sorry about that.
No problem.
Toronto Control, Cathay 111 airborne, runway 16 right, now passing 1,300 feet with you.
Cathay 111 Toronto, thank you. Identified, continue climb 7,000.
Continue climb 7,000 feet. Confirm, maintain heading 057.
Cathay 111, that is correct. I'll give you a turn on course here in just a minute.
Okay, thank you.
Air China 1445, turn right, direct Tangi on course.
Turn right direct to Tangi, Air China 1445.
Roger. Try and get some distance between these two guys here. It's actually not too bad. They're almost at the appropriate distance. All right, but things are slowly fading out. We got the one Air Canada taxiing out. We got one inbound for Toronto, one inbound for Ottawa, and then that's going to be pretty much it for us. So I think we're just about done here. Cathay 8011 Toronto, Cathay 8011. You can switch Unicom 122.8. Cleveland's not online. Radar service terminates. Have a good day. And he fell off the network for just a second.
Toronto Center, Cathay 8011 here. Seems to be there was a bit of a disconnect there. Repeat, please.
And Cathay 8011, it's a little bit hard to read you. You're a little bit faint there, but or a lot of background noise anyways, but you are clear of my space to the southeast, so you can switch to Unicom.
Switch to Unicom, Cathay 8011, taxi.
No problem. Have a good day. Cathay 111, turn left direct Bob Sue and climb flight level 230.
Climb flight level 230 and turn left direct to Bob Sue, Cathay 111.
And Cathay 111, actually, sorry, make it direct to Tangi.
I confirm direct to Tangi.
Cathay 111, that's correct.
Okay, thank you.
My bad, I was looking at the wrong thing there. Air Canada 750, continue descent 7,000.
7,000, Air Canada 750.
Okay, so he's on his way. Air China 1445 heavy, continue climb, flight level 390.
Continue climb, flight level 390, Air China 1445.
Canadian Express 138, descend 4,000.
Descending to 4,000, Canadian Express 138.
UPS 1000, yeah, exactly. Amazing how the guys from China have read the charts. But and that's the funny thing. Probably the irony is that because they're unfamiliar with the area, they'll go to the charts. They'll read the charts because it's easy to read a chart and understand a chart. Whereas you're right, the local guys tend not to do it as much. They tend to assume they kind of know what they're doing. So I find that amusing. But I just wish everyone would read the charts at the end of the day. Oh, well. And Cat. Nope. Disregard. I was just about to tell him to turn direct to Tangy again, and it looks like he's just making the turn now. We got it in there. Good, good, good. Cathay 111, continue climb, flight level 370.
Continue climb, flight level 370, Cathay 111.
Cathay 111, you got it. Canadian Express 138, descend 3000 via Watto, cleared RNAV Zulu runway 32 in Ottawa.
Descending to 3000, clear RNAV Zulu via Watto, Ottawa, Canadian Express 138.
Just gotta get this Air Canada around. This Air Canada 750. Air Canada 750, proceed direct Fayal. Air Canada 750 Toronto, proceed direct Fayal.
Confirm directive sweeping.
That was not for you, Cathay 111. Air Canada 750.
Air Canada 750.
Air Canada 750, proceed direct Fayal.
Direct fail for Air Canada 750.
November 392 Sierra Bravo, you've left the terminal unit to the south. You can switch to Unicom 122.8. Your VFR flight following terminates.
122.8 for 9 Sierra Bravo, thank you.
Wait a second. Tim, you're logged on twice. That's not allowed. Can I see if Winnipeg Center is online? I can, and it's not. As of right now, Winnipeg Center is not online. It would show up in my list of controllers because it's an adjacent sector, and he's not online right now. So, all right, we got these guys. I just need to get this Air Canada guy going. He's just taxiing like he's tires are stuck in molasses there. Because once he's gone, that's it. We're gonna pull the plug on this session. It's been fun. It's been tons of fun, but I'm, like I said, I've got to go and join the rest of my day. And actually, we do have a conflict forming here. Actually, no, that'll work out just fine.
Toronto Center, Air Canada 1609, just confirm emitter, right turn on Delta.
Air Canada 1209, affirmative. Right turn on Delta, and just continue cross 33 right all the way to 06 left.
Roger, Air Canada 1609.
Because he's just going to be there. Hopefully not a ton of conflict with this guy coming in, but Air Canada 750, descend 4000.
4,000 for Air Canada 750.
So it's going to work out just fine because Jazz is at 380. This guy's climbing to 390, but he's well ahead of Jazz, and this guy behind him probably is about the right spot where there's going to be a conflict, but he's only going to 370, so it's not actually going to be a conflict, though it was kind of close for a little while. All right. Come on, Air Canada 1209. I'm waiting on you. Once you're gone, I'm done. I'm waiting on you. Hey, no problem. Do my best to help out everybody here. All right. I'll have to report you to a supervisor, Tim. Because you're logged in his tower, and as VADGov too. He's turning final. Unfortunately, we got this guy coming in here, Austrian, going to Chicago. Not going to be able to do anything with him because I'm going to be leaving soon. This Cathay is not really climbing at all anyways, so I'm not too worried about him. He should be voice. They're going to meet in about 18, 20 miles here, but he's at 10,000, so it's not going to be a conflict at all. He's just not climbing. Come on, Air Canada 1209. You can do this. Okay, this guy turned final here in Ottawa. Yeah. Canadian Express 138. The Ottawa winds are showing still light and variable. Clear to land, runway 32.
Clear to land on 32 for Canadian Express 138.
He's going to be on the ground before this guy gets to the runway and takes off. Anyways, but that was a good session this morning. That was tons of fun. That was a nice steady workload, and that's really what I enjoy, is when it's a nice steady workload the whole day. Why do I have Ottawa open twice? I shouldn't have Ottawa open twice. There you go. That's better.
Toronto Center, lift 667, requesting descent.
Lift 667 Toronto, when ready, descend flight level 240.
Our discretion down to 240, lift 667.
Air Canada 750 at Fayal, cleared ILS, runway 06 left.
At Fayal, clear ILS 06 left for Air Canada 750.
He's getting there. He's getting there. Not that I haven't had fun with this, and I do. I enjoy it. The trouble is you've got to know when to pull the plug, how and when to pull the plug, because eventually... Yeah, you got to know when to pull the plug, because otherwise you'll spend your entire day staring at the screen here. And it's supposed to be a really nice day out there. And I got to take the winter tires off my car finally, so yeah, I got to pull the plug on this shortly here. So he's just about there. Taxiing like slow as anything, but he's getting there. Cathay 111 appreciates the service. Air Canada 1209 Toronto, contact me airborne, winds 360 at 7, clear for takeoff, runway 06 left.
Runway 06 left, clear for takeoff, we will contact you when airborne, Air Canada 1209.
Air Canada 49 Toronto, you've left my airspace to the east, your radar service terminates, Montreal's not online, switch to Unicom 228, have a good day.
122.8, Air Canada 489, thanks, happy Easter.
Happy Easter. Okay, just get him airborne, get him turned on course, and then we're good. Start dumping these airplanes to Unicom momentarily. Do. Come on, Air Canada 1209, you can do it. You can do it. I wonder if it's his first time flying the Dreamliner too. I always get nervous and go a little slower when you're flying a new airplane, obviously. Come on. Do it. Do it. You've pretty much stopped now. Come on, just go. I'm waiting for you. What's he flying anyways? 320, so he's going to the terminal, I guess. Canadian Express 138 Toronto, welcome to Ottawa. Right turn on Delta if you got it. Taxi Delta and the apron at your discretion, and have a great rest of your day.
Turning on Delta, Canadian Express 138, thank you very much for the services. Have yourself a good one.
Thanks, take care. Just get turned on course, and then that's it. And you're no longer my problem anymore. I can't even remember where he's going. He's going to, he's going to Heathrow. Yeah, he's on the Sea Dog 5. All right. Get going. Give her power. Power. Never been so eager for one airplane to winter's off already. Yeah, it's supposed to be like 17 degrees outside for us today, so I haven't seen snow in probably 6 weeks. So even the end of February, it turned really warm really quick, and all the snow melted. It was a pretty much a bust of a winter anyways. So yeah, no point keeping those winter tires on. Alright, he's finally rolling. Oh, I never thought he'd roll. Air Canada 750, descend 3000.
3000, Air Canada 750.
And then he doesn't even have the transponder on.
Toronto Center, Air Canada 1209 is airborne, passing 1100.
Air Canada 1209, I see a prime target only. Make sure the transponder's on, please.
what is the squawk code? Air Canada 1209?
Air Canada 1209 should be 0510.
0510, Air Canada 1209.
Air Canada 750, the winds are 360 at 7, clear to land 06 left.
360 at 7, clear to land 06 left for Air Canada 750.
Air Canada 1209 Toronto, climb flight level 230 at 3600, turn left to Sea Dog on course.
Climb 230 and we will make, once at 360, make left on Sea Dog on course, Air Canada 1209.
And Air Canada 1209, it's 3,600.
Sorry about that, 3,600, Air Canada 1209.
Lift 667 Toronto, we're going to be logging off now. Winnipeg's not online. Switch to Unicom 228. Have a good rest of the day.
228, you have a good day yourself. Thanks for your help.
And Air China 1445, same for you. Logging off now. Switch to Unicom 228. Have a good rest of your day. We'll see you next time.
122 Decimax, thank you for your service. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Cathay 111 Heavy Toronto, you're switch to Unicom 228, shutting down now. Have a good rest of the day. We'll see you next time.
Thank you for your service. Have a good day. See you next time. Cafe 111. Thank you.
Jazz 713 Toronto, switch to Unicom 228. Radar service terminates. Have a great day.
Alpha 122.8 for Jazz 713. Have a good day. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. Japan 8 Heavy, switch to Unicom 228. Your radar service terminates. Have a great day.
122 Decimal, have a good Easter. Bye.
And Air Canada 750, switch to Unicom. I got no traffic on the ground at all in Toronto. Have a great day.
Happy Easter, Air Canada 750.
Air Canada 1209, switch to Unicom 228. Radar service terminates. Good day.
228, have a good Easter, Air Canada 120.
Anybody else left on Toronto Centre frequency? Toronto Centre is now closed. Switch to Unicom 122.8 and have a good rest of the day. And that's it, guys. I'm offline. Thank you so much for watching today. Appreciate it, Tim. Thank you so much for being on at Hamilton Tower. Thank you very much for the subscription. I appreciate that as well. And everybody out there, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. And I will see everybody next time.